I read somewhere on Facebook, my bad, I forgot to say hello. Hi. Anyways, I read something on Facebook that says stop looking for you in other people. But I feel like you should look for you in other people, especially if you are the type of person who is very empathetic and intuitive, and you know what you're doing. And I'm not saying expose yourself to everybody, but I'm saying whenever you do approach people, approach them in your honest self. Whenever you're talking to them, be your honest self without having to expose yourself too much. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody been through things. What I'm saying is, when you meet someone with kindness, when you treat someone with kindness, you do want kindness in return. Now, you do not demand kindness right away, but you hope that one day kindness does return back to you. Now, one thing you have to know and have to realize is that happiness comes faster than karma. And I'm talking about bad karma. When you're nice to somebody, trust me, that kindness gonna come back to you quick and tenfold. When you're not kind and you do something bad to somebody, there's a karmic debt that's gonna come to you. And the thing about a karmic debt is you don't know when it's gonna hit you. And they take the longest to come to you. Some may come quick, but the ones that take longer lasts longer. So yes, back to what I was saying, you should look for you in other people. And only people with kind hearts will understand that, what I'm saying. If you're evil and all you do is just manipulate on a daily basis, manipulate other people to get what you want on a daily basis, that's not okay. This does not go towards people who just want to harm other people, whether it's physically, mentally, verbally. This doesn't really go to you. This goes to people who understand life at its finest, who know when they've done something wrong, who can apologize for it, who could change themselves and do better. This is for them, yes. Look for other people who are doing better for themselves, who are trying to upgrade themselves, elevate, come towards the light. And if you don't want to be around people, just don't be around them. But if you're gonna be around people, look for people who are like you, who have the same goals as you. And I mean that in the best way possible, not in a negative way. Now, don't be out here doing drugs and then looking for friends who do that. No, maybe don't look for you in other people if you're out here being weird. Keep that weird shit to yourself. That's only you. That's between you and God. Keep that to yourself. But if you want to educate others or find others who are trying to do good for themselves, by all means, go ahead and look. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you on finding friends who fit into your lifestyle, who understand your lifestyle, if that makes sense. That's great. I guess that's why, I was so nice a lot. My English is bad, but I was overly too nice. But I also had a dark side of me, which I had really good control over. So that's a plus for me. I'm proud of myself for not going psychotic. But I always been extremely nice because I never kind of had that. So I kept looking for people who felt how I felt, who do things for me because they want to, and that are forgiving. And I guess I got hurt a lot because I never found that. I never found me in anyone else. I don't need to know your personal story. I just need to know that you're doing the best you can in life to be the best you can be, because I'm not God, I can't judge you. But the effort you put to be nice to others, that's beautiful. Human decency. It's great. So like I said, please be good. Look for good in others. Help others find good in themselves. That's 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 beautiful. I like that. I guess that's why I have so much hope, is that no matter what I've been through, I never been physical to the point where I harmed anyone. Um, I'm still working on the losses I took. The miscarriage hurt a lot. Love losses hurt a lot. But no matter what, I still manage to pick myself up and treat others with respect. I feel bad for Elle though. I kind of dislike Elle, but it's like, I have no hate for her. I nothing her. I do feel bad though, because sometimes when I'm talking about her, something just takes me and I'll be like, but she ain't. She can go to hell. Um, I should probably not be mean. I'm trying. She hurt my feelings. Like, she did too much. Like, out of all the things I did for her, she did too much. Some women make it so hard for you to be cool with them. You don't understand. Like, I'm a female just like you, but to have me feel the way I do and I have to constantly remind myself that I gotta do better. You gotta be one. You had to have spawned from hell to have me not like you. I can't hear nobody, but just her energy, just. I do not wish to be like hers. I do gotta work myself even more. My bad. I gotta do better. I'm trying. I am trying. Hell, I even forgot what the segment was about. I think something about looking for yourself in other people. Yeah. If you're genuine and kind, I feel like you should look for yourself in other people. If you're not, maybe just keep yourself to yourself and stay away from other people and just, suffer by yourself for a little while until you try to go and find help. But if you're kind and you want positive energy, please, you could definitely look that in other people. But always set boundaries, because you can look, but just because you look doesn't mean you're going to find it. So that means you're going to end up being nice to somebody who's going to hurt you tenfold. I've been there. But I'm grateful. It's cool. Okay, deuces. Good afternoon. I have something to say. I realized that once a man knows that you're playing a game the same way he is, once he realizes that you know how to manipulate and gaslight men just like they know how to do it to women, they no longer like you. Once they see that, oh, you're a tough competition, they don't like you. You have zero interest to them. You are zero interest to them. Because what am I gonna do with you if I can't even manipulate you? When I can't even gaslight you, I can't do nothing. I can't really hunt you. You can't be prey because you adapted to everything. That's the thing. Men don't like females who have adapted to the game that most men play. That's not. You can't blame us for wanting to do exactly what you do. And it's funny when y'all don't want to do it. Like, why do men not want to do what they're doing to us? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. And that's why I'm so okay with being single, because the next time I'm with somebody, yes, it's a competition. Duh, it's a game. Like, come on. Go ahead and play, and I'm gonna play. I love when a man flirts with me, because that is so corny. Like, a man flirting is so corny. They all do the same thing. That's how it all starts. That's how all the lovey-dovey stuff, that's how it all starts. I, personally, do not I found it cringy. Like, you want me? Let's go on a date. One. On that date, do not bring anything sexual up because that's not gonna go. And then after that date, continue to talk to me. Like, when I mean talk to me, I actually mean genuinely. Let's talk about our life goals or how you overcame traumas. That's sexy to me. And then after that, go on another date. Take a break from each other every now and then. Take it slow. Like, people, men, a man will literally take it slow because you're taking it slow because he knows what you want and he's going to do exactly what you want, but that doesn't mean he actually wants you. He just wants to do what you think you want him to do so he could get what he wants from you just so he could leave. There's no winning this. And that's how babies are created accidentally in these situations. It's like the mom is in love, the dad is not in love. The dad is in love, the mom is not in love. Like, sorry, sometimes I snap my lips. Smack. I said snap. I hate English. The moral of the story is, a lot of us were created because one person was in love and the other one had the upper hand in the game. You get me? Like, are you following? Are you following? Well, I hope you're following. Every religion, every group of people, there's a game everyone's playing. And that's it. It's worse here in America because the diseases that come with this game, you're going 6 feet under. Make one mistake, fuck one person that got a disease, you're going 6 feet under. You're dead meat. You're dead meat. Literally. Someone will have an STD and still choose to fuck you all because he's playing a game. He just doesn't want to lose his game. He wants to keep you hooked into whatever thing you got going on. You're going to be blindsided. You're going to be trusting him. The lies people tell pisses me off. Like, why are you always lying? If you got something, why don't you just be honest and say it? And if you don't trust this person enough to tell them what you got going on, maybe you shouldn't be with them. If they don't give you the confidence to be honest, let them go. Simple. But no, some of us gotta let go when we find out that we're pregnant. Can't even do nothing. Cause you're out here trying to play a game with each other, but y'all forgetting God is the biggest player of all. And it's like, damn, I was just trying to have fun and chill with her. Got some good cushion. Now she's pregnant. But if you really just, that you cannot get rid of that baby. Because God gonna be like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And it's not even your fault that it happened. It just happened because you were in love. You just didn't know you was getting played. And God's gonna use that as a life lesson. God gonna want you to raise your child better than what you was doing. That makes sense. If you have a child doing trauma, God just handed you the biggest L in life. It's kind of like a win. I guess someone could wipe your ass when you're old, but the biggest lesson is raising another life better than you were raised, in hoping that your child also does not traumatize nobody's child, son, daughter. And that's it. But we all know how that goes. Once a child reaches a certain age, they're on their own bullshit. Yeah. Lord, I don't know. My hope is that if I have a daughter, she's gonna have to have male behavior. I'm gonna have to teach her how men move. I'm gonna tell her, if you ever feel like you're in love, just know that you could use that person for a good time, not a long time. Yes, they're gonna be like, oh, she's fucked up. Nope. I want her to be ahead of the game. I hope one day you find somebody else. You could play, but you're not gonna play with my child. And also, I also was wondering, if I had a son, how would I even raise him? I hardly even like men. Jesus. That's why I'd rather get married. But even then, that's not safe, because married men chase women who are not married. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you don't know a man is not married, they're attractive. Married men will lie to you, not wear their rings. You know what I mean? And especially when you trust somebody at first hand, you're fucked. Bless my heart. I certainly feel like a female can't 100% teach a man how to be a man, but you could try. A man gotta learn to be a man outside. That's it. It's never inside. If a man is if he's inside all the time, I feel like he becomes vulnerable. Same way as if a female is an introvert, they are vulnerable because they don't have a lot of outside experience. So if a man doesn't have a lot of outside experience, he becomes vulnerable. That means one day he's gonna meet a woman who's been outside before, who knows how the game goes, and who might use him. And that's gonna like mess up his heart. And I think from then on, that's where a lot of things probably go wrong. Because once you do taste love, you're gonna crave that shit. So heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. I hate life. I started ranting and I don't even know what the fuck I'm at. More of the story is, you're never safe out there. Nothing here is safe. Nothing here will ever be safe. Just take your chances. You might die anytime, any day. Just take them. All of them. Just nothing matters. Everything will cease to exist. So why play a game where you can just be yourself and leave people the fuck alone? Go masturbate. Go do something. Stop playing with people's hearts. Speaking of, I think I have a story to tell. Because I'm a little off. But I'll be back. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm the best person in the world. I for sure am not perfect. But I'm content. I'm okay with everything that has ever occurred in my life. I couldn't stop those things from happening, really. Because if I could, I would. You know what I mean? But they were just meant to happen. If my body guides me somewhere, it's just gonna happen. You can't change something if you're just supposed to go that direction. Now, this is a weird thing, but I feel like your thoughts are different timelines. Sounds crazy. I know. And I also feel like sometimes your thoughts are also not your own. It's like you get messages from different parts of life or from people you have met. Their thoughts connects with your thoughts connect with someone else's thoughts, so on and so forth. And I also feel like I might sound a bit crazy, but this is an assumption, this is my own opinion, it might change later, but the multiverse theory, I think that connects with dreams. When you dream, sometimes, not all the time, I feel like when you dream,
you do visit different timelines. Or, sorry, I had to burp, but I hope it did not get recorded up in this bitch. But I feel like when you dream, you visit different dimensions. Whether it's good or bad, you visit them. Because I had multiple dreams where I seen things that I've seen like years ago. You know what I mean? There's a reoccurring dream for me. One of them is me flying. Like, I would like jump, and then I end up in the sky. And then I would be having fun for a little while, and then I can't get back down, so I panic. It's the moment when I'm panicking that I wake up. And here's the other thing that I experience in some of my dreams. During my spiritual awakening, like this weird thing started happening where I would be dreaming, right? Right before I wake up, it's like I go through a portal to wake up. And then as soon as I open my eyes, it's like someone saying, welcome back. Every time. It stopped like I think a month ago or 2 months ago-ish. But yeah, every single time I'll go to sleep, I wake up, someone is telling me, welcome back. Every time. It's like, welcome back. It's like I went on an adventure and I'm being told, welcome back. And it was weird for me. Like, it was weird. Since we're speaking of dreams, I might continue to talk about certain things that I've seen. I don't want to be weird. I hate, like, when I feel weird, like, I don't want someone to be like, oh, that girl over there, she's weird. Or you hear me talking, you're like, yeah, she kind of crazy. But it's okay, I guess. Everybody's crazy in their own way. So that's a truth I accepted at this point. Is like, I guess. If you and me don't align, I guess I'm crazy. But doesn't mean you aren't. So, I had a dream where this was like after I went through like a heartbreak phase with some guy. And this was months later, during the time where I think I was feeling content with the past, and I felt like I was ready to basically move on. I had this very intensifying dream where I met up with this guy and we reconnected, and in the dream, this guy made me feel whole. I laid next to him, you know, and we was in bed in a nice bedroom, and we're laying together, and he hugged me, like them comforting hugs. Like I faced him, he faced me, and I was just like in his arms. Yeah, the hug was so tight, like it was so intense. I felt extreme comfort in it that it woke me up. And when I woke up, I was smiling. I had to tell myself, you're a fool. And I stopped smiling. And I smiled again. And I was like, get yourself together, like, come on now. But that was one weird dream I had. Another repeating dream I had was, for some reason, I kept seeing this one guy's mother always coming in my dream telling me the same message. She tells me to be quiet. I don't know what it meant. You know what I mean? But it was weird. There's no reason for me to see you back to back in my dreams. So it's connected somehow. It might mean she's trying to hush me up, but I could be wrong. I could be reaching. But you can't be in my dream doing the same thing over and over, in the same position over and over. It would be like I'm trying to talk to him, and then she stands right in the middle and just goes, shh. And I would wake up. And it's funny because I wasn't really thinking of him prior to me going to sleep. And then like weeks would pass, and then it happens again. I would see him in a dream, and then here she comes going, shh, out of my face. And then it was like the fifth, sixth time that this happened that I was like, huh? Ain't no way. But what makes me think it makes sense that I'm not supposed to speak to him or speak on him, is that I would want to talk about things that he did, like actually go into detail about him specifically, about things that I missed, things that I put to the side, I wasn't thinking about. Whenever I want to write something about him that is off-putting, my heart won't let me. But I feel like it's more of a compassion thing, but I also feel like maybe she is doing something. But again, I could be tweaking, so something that I really don't talk about, but that's something that I have experienced. Now, I feel like now that I'm calmer and I worked on myself, on how to like connect with everything around me, I do have dreams about the Quran. I see messages in my dreams. I dream of things that happen within my family. So I do take my dreams serious sometimes. If I don't remember it, I wasn't supposed to remember it, but if I do remember it, there's a hidden message. And I know that if you dream of something that is horrific, that's just bad spirits messing with you. If you dream of something good, there's a message in it. If you remember it, there's a message in it. It's just how you view things yourself. But yeah, that's that with that. I honestly wanted to talk about something else, but I feel like it kind of left my mind. So I'm gonna think about it and make another segment for it. Bye.
I stand by what I say when I say people who just want to get into fights are barbaric. People who just want to fight and not solve issues easily are barbaric. People who cannot control themselves from fighting, they're barbaric. Unless you have to, unless it's like life and death, unless your life is being threatened. But if you're just talking to somebody, you just want to whoop them because they just get on your nerves, barbaric. Whooping your kids because they get on your nerves instead of calmly sitting with them and trying to talk to them so they understand you, you're acting very barbaric. That's my opinion. Like, yeah, maybe a little slap, doesn't matter, like the nice ones. There's a way to discipline a child without being too barbaric about it. You get me? Like a small slap on the wrist. Don't do that. I feel like that's okay. But fighting wise, I really physical abuse is not okay. Of any kind is not okay. The reason I say I feel like what I said is okay because of what I've seen. There's differences. Because sometimes it works and the child turns out fine. But it's the aggression that comes with it too. You feel me? So yeah. That's why when I say I'm empathetic, I really am very empathetic. Like when I get like really angry, like when someone makes me, which is hard to do, but when I become like very upset, like I'm about to explode type upset, I start to cry, and the only thing that's calming me down is telling myself that you shall not inflict pain to someone else. The only reason you are in pain right now is because of how they made you feel. Like, do you get me? Like, I try to put myself in the other person's shoe. Always trying to understand perspective. I wish most people thought like me. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this because I might hurt her feelings. But no, it's like I'm gonna do this and hurt her feelings. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care. I might hurt her feelings. But that's it's okay, I guess. You know what I mean? You're not me, I'm not you. I can't make you feel empathy. You know, you cannot make me feel sorry for you if I know you're wrong. The thing is, most of the time, a lot of the time, I pay close, very close attention to how things are happening. Even if I may not understand them at that certain time, I can see everything that's happening, trying to make sense of everything. If it doesn't make sense then and there, it's gonna make sense later on when that situation is being brought up and someone's speaking on it. Then it's gonna start adding up to why certain things happen the way they did. Like things will start to fit together like a puzzle piece. It's amazing how human beings are. I have had a lot of people tell me things like, you always got something to say. You always got an excuse for something. You will never let anyone have the last word. You're always talking. When do you stop talking? It's weird. Now that I think about it, which I wasn't really thinking about it then, like people said that to me, but I always found it offensive for some reason, not as a compliment. Because why shouldn't I say something? A good example is like, me and my brother were having a conversation. I think something had went missing in his room, as far as I remember. He asked me where it was at. I said I wouldn't know because I wasn't in the room. He said, but you're the only person around. And I told him, so? It could have went missing before I was inside the room. He said, why you always have something to say? And I was like, because I'm being honest, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he'd be like, yes, you do know. It's only us two. And then I will say it again, no. Just because it's us two does not mean that I know where your stuff is. And he says, he continues to say, yes, you do know it's at. And I just simply said, I don't know. I'm offering you the right answer. But you know what I mean? Like, I ended the conversation. He just gotta stop talking. Because for me, it's like, the more you speak, and I know you're wrong, the more I talk. It's a force of habit. It's something that I do unintentionally. Like, back then it was unintentionally. I guess now if I do it and I realize I'm doing it, it's intentional, but it's a force of habit. Like, if I didn't do something and you're accusing me, I'm going to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I'm not going to let you rest because you're not about to accuse me of something I did not do. You're not about to tell me what my intentions were about a situation that I was in. You weren't in that situation. It was me who was in that situation. I'm the one that's being accused. Therefore, I should be able to speak on my behalf about what I see and what I've been through. You know? So, yeah. I don't know how I ended this conversation. It had anything to do with people acting barbaric when they were like heated. They just want to, they automatically put their hands on somebody. Not like that. I'm not like that. although I may want to, I just can't. My hands weren't certified, but I'm not gonna lie to you though. I really want to join boxing. I really do. It's been sitting in the back of my head. I have to learn how to defend myself just in case. Just in case. But yeah, so that's what I had to say today. I kind of been having a low energy day today. Like, energy just been off. Like, very off. I'm not quite. I guess this is actually my normal self. Because I was going to say I'm not quite my normal self. But that's something wrong to say. I feel off because I'm actually my normal self. That's why I feel off. This is who I am. This person. Soft tone. I guess I am a little bit off. I mean, normally I am quiet, but what I mean by I'm a little bit off is that my energy is lower than usual. Usually I feel good, like a little bit energetic. I'm not energetic today, but it's almost like I'm comfortable in the state of mind that I am in. And I feel like I shouldn't be, maybe because I'm so used to masking and there's no one for me to copy. Like, there's no one around me that I could mask. Like, so I just feel So I guess I have to meditate and fix my energy and raise my vibration a little bit higher so I can function better. Yeah. It's a lonely world. If I had great parents, I'd probably go to them and talk to them. I don't have that. Welcome to my life. Not everybody has certain things, and I lack a lot of things, but that's okay. And it's more than a blessing for me to not have a baby, I guess. I'm grateful that I didn't have a child. Just heartbreaking, but I came to accept it. I accepted it. After all, I would not want my child to go through anything that I went through. And if I ever have a child, it's gonna have to be with somebody that has great leadership skills, that can function way better than me for sure. I'm not saying I don't know how to function. I'm just saying I want them to be built to survive this world. I have certain things I could share and I could teach. I'm very anxious today. Yep. I honestly wish I was rich. I would donate a dream come true. Just help. Like, that's my dream, just to help others. Because I know what it's like not to have it all. So that's all I want now. I'm not chasing